Comprehensive recovery of the emerald market. Exclusive interview with the president of Belmont, understanding the latest trends in the emerald market.
We're here at the 10th auction for the Belmont Emerald Mine in Bangkok with Marcelo Ribeiro. 280 kilos at this auction. Is that, and it's 500 for the year, is that a record for you?
Yeah, it's a record for all the time.
Can you tell us about that transition from 2023 into 2024 and now 2025 for emerald?
Yeah, we in 2023, I think we have the record of production from all the time for emeralds. It was a coincidence that most of the mines, they had their best productions coming there. So, and it came to a time that the interest rate was going up and up and up. Financing for the gem business was tough. We all brought the stones to the table, to the auctions, and the financing was a bit tight. The customers had some problem to digest, to process the purchasing of that big quantity. So beginning of 2024, really the results, 2023 we still had very strong price, I think, but with the amount of production that really came out from 2003 to the beginning of 2024, the prices went soft for both reasons. A record of production and the difficulty of financing for the manufacturers. Because this is a business, buying stones in the tender, cutting, processing, selling, and having the money back, it takes a year. So most of the players, they really need financing. Some mines, they stop production because really production for emeralds it's an inelastic production. It's not like we're gonna have record of production all the time. So we never know what's gonna come out of the mine. So in 2024, production came back to normal. So the auction started to move all that production we had in 2023, and we started 2025 with much less production in the market coming. So at the same time, we have a change in the interest rate in America that started to decrease instead of increase. So finance became available again in the market. When things are going up, everybody starts to see and to hear about. So now in 2025, we have a very good market and a very good recovery in price. As of now, we see not even India, but America and Europe moving the jewelry market.
For the buyers, I know this auction you don't have Chinese buyers, but a lot of the Jaipur buyers are here. We can see in China that the consumption in China is down, but the consumption in India, we see it from our customers for reports. We have a lot more Indian customers asking for reports. So do you see also consumption of emerald increasing in India with their economy increasing and still strong in America and Europe from what you're hearing?
Yeah, it's 6-7% growth in Indian GDP in the past 3-4 years. So it's a big change. So it's a huge population, and that loves jewelry, and that understands how it's important to buy these assets that will keep the value on and on in the future. So really there's a lot of consumption of our stones and many others in the local Indian market. Before we were seeing our stones going to India, being manufactured in India and exported to other places, mostly China, for example. Now we see a big amount that I can't say precise, but a big amount of the stones being consumed in India, to the Indian market, which is amazing good. And at the same time, United States is doing very good. And Europe is not bad at all. That surprised me actually, to be honest. I think the whole economy, it's doing very okay despite of all these hassles we have all over.
So even though the Chinese consumption has dropped a bit, other locations like India or some areas in Southeast Asia and America is still strong, they more than make up for it.
Yeah, we have to understand that the Chinese, they were getting to know the jewelry business and the stones and the color gems. The Indians, they already know for 1,000 years. So when an Indian wedding happens, there is an average of 10, 12, 15 pieces of jewelry being sold. These are amazing numbers that happen from their culture. So a 1% increase in GDP in India represents in jewelry consumption much more than 1% in China, because jewelry is one of their main products. Well, it's one of the main products for export in India as well. So you see how is the base of production we have locally. And with the tariffs, the government of India also made some incentives for the jewelry to be sold locally, for all the products that are subject to American tariffs to be sold domestically. So the numbers I saw from Diwali which is one of the main time for purchasing jewelry in India, were very strong, very strong. Even gold, despite of the prices, had an increasement in consumption. So we are now with the complete ramp up of our sorting plant, all the equipment we bought, all the machines, all the new areas we opened to mine are now into production. So for us, it's the best production we ever had in terms of quality and quantity. But most of the mines are producing much less than 2-3 years back. So the market is very healthy for